Yo, what up, peeps? It looks like it's running better on Meld. Haven't done that in a while. I need to get a drink and use the restroom, actually. I'll be right back. I'm back. It seems my Stream Elements was smart enough to switch over. I had to check that ray gun out too. Oh, my bit rate's in the red. Am I crashing? You Spectrum. Because it like, still like looks fine like on my end, I don't know. Probably tell this story. I don't know if I told this story already, but I go this like the one comic store I kept going to, they kept like not having stuff like I wanted. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna test out like another comic store because like back like when I started going like that one, they like buy for the house to create like one in Columbus, right? They're called Pack Rat Comics, but like they basically only have like Marvel, DC, and Image Comics. Like that's like 99% of the carry, right? And you know, the more I read all that stuff, and then like I start like looking for like, more stuff to read, you kind of like go like like more and more like niche areas. So I'm like looking online for like recommendations. I'm like, am I just gonna buy stuff like have it shipped to me? Maybe buy stuff from somewhere else. I don't know. At this point. And so I like look online and there's this place called like the Laughing Ogre, which is like it's actually like way closer to me than like the Pack Rat Comics is. They have better hours. Did I mess up? I gotta go this way. And like I'm like, alright, I'll give them a try. Fuck it, So I go in there, and there's I get greeted, and it's like a lady, and she's talking like another lady like the whole time. Like clearly like they're friends, like they're being very friendly to each other. But like everybody else is like coworkers, I don't know, whatever. But like I'm like, I'm getting very strong like lesbian vibes. Okay, like I can't explain it. It's just like this intuition I have back on the server, and like lesbians typically like love me for that reason. I don't know, like maybe I'm not like, threatening or I'm not like that alpha male bullshit, you know. So, you know, I grabbed a couple of things and I grabbed a book called Sunstone, like a volume 1 of Sunstone. I grabbed a full copy of On a Sunbeam, and I grabbed volume 1 of Saga. And I was like, I was kind of Bolero. Yeah, I've been like looking for that as well. I'm like, oh, we should compare that because it's like one of the greats, you know? And I was like, that's kind of weird. I've never heard like, you know, thought like one of the greats. I should mention too, before I continue the story, like, On a Sunbeam is a sci-fi story that has happens to have like a lesbian relationship in it. Like it's more so sci-fi, right? Like it just happens like to feature like a lesbian relationship. I love sci-fi, so I want it. Sunstone like constantly pops up like on top like lists for people, and I don't really know much about it. I didn't like know like it features like a lesbian BDSM storyline. Like I didn't realize what that's like literally all it's about. It's also very explicit if you're into that sort of thing. Anyways, so I'm just like, yo, do you have like the volume 1 of On a Sunbeam? Because, you know, I like to buy volumes because that way like if you like, you know, don't like it that much, you just like opt out of it. It's like happened a couple times already, like where I like literally don't like a story. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy like the rest of this, you know, it's like wasting money. And she's like, oh no, like that's like the only format they make that in, but you're gonna love it. Like if you like, and she goes on about like the author, she's like, anything else like from that author, like it's, you know, it's my favorite work of hers. Like all her work's amazing. Like you're gonna be back and you're like, you know, asking for more of her work, but I was like, okay, whatever. You know, I've like wanted to read it for like a while anyways. I'll just buy like the whole thing. And then, of course, like next in the stack is that Sunstone, and she just like kind of like chuckles to herself about like the Sunstone, and you know, slides that to the side and goes like next to Saga, and she goes, one of these things is not like the other. You know, obviously like Bolero also has like a lesbian relationship. Awesome. So like 3 of the 4 things I was in there to buy were lesbian adjacent. I'm like 95% positive. Like at least she is. Like to go check me out. Nice as can be. I find it like funny, like the first vibe I got was lesbian in the film. I don't know. Maybe I was self-projecting because I was like buying like, you know, like lesbian books and whatever, but I did read that Sunstone, by the way. It's it feels very amateurish, but it's like not like I'm gonna read more of it, I'll put it that way. But like volume 1, it feels like kind of like amateurish, and the best way to describe it is like if you're like ever like if you read Fourth Wing and like the Fourth Wing sequel, I don't know what the sequel's called. I think it's called like But people have this gripe with that because, like, it basically like spends like half the book building up to it's like there's like, you know, it's like high school students, right? So they're very like open about sex and everything, and like you can tell like the story's like building that way, and then of course it finally happens, and it's like this like quick like blurb, right? Like I'm like listening to an audiobook, so like when I say quick blurb, I mean it's like 5 minutes of like audiobook. It's like not long at all, right? And then the next chapter is like literally a whole chapter dedicated to it, like a whole like 30-minute chapter is dedicated to like them having sex, and it's like basically like an elongated version of, you know, like what they did the previous 10 minutes. It's not the same time, like time like has passed or whatever. It's not like the next time like those two characters meet. Then like the second book, again, features multiple sections, like where these same two characters are having sex, like in basically the same exact way. Like it goes through this same motions of like go, like a little bit of foreplay, and then like, you know, and it's just like, I get like there's only like so many ways you can do it right about sex, but like this Sunstone does like the exact same thing of like where it's just like, hey, this is a BDSM relationship, and I'm gonna tease you like a little bit, and then like it fades to black, and like the character like who's like narrating it, like he even like mentions like, oh yeah, like, you know, like there's only so many times you know describe like, you know, flowery petals of the vagina or whatever, you know, the crescendo of the climax. It's like, right, but like you're doing like the same exact like, you know, steps to get there. So like they just, it feels like lazy and like repetitive is basically the best way to put it. So I'll probably end up buying Volume 2, but I'm not gonna like buy like the rest of the series yet. Just to see if it like actually progresses, because like the actual like relationship itself like seems fine. It's like nothing like I don't like love it or hate it yet. Whereas like the one like I abandoned, what's the name of it? The one I abandoned was more of like a they were already doing stuff that I just like did not care for, you know. My stream preview right now, I don't know if that's like accurate to like, you know, what you guys are saying, is literally 6 seconds behind right now. So if I get delayed, that's fine. 0%. 5% Gladius isn't bad. Option, check it up. Look at those numbers. I do not have like any damage done to you. Alright, let me fight these guys. Get a little bit more experience. I might mess up the time though. Try to time out my shift of the bands. So I feel the same spot like every time, you know? That's clearly not what I had targeted. Oh my god, dude. All that happened because I was standing directly in front of the Meld Peak and for whatever reason the targeting switched to the fucking ball. Because I was like trying to melee them down, so I didn't have to kill all of them for some reason. could never speedrun this game. I don't know how people do it. I kind of find like the idea of like a spell-based speedrun kind of boring too. What am I trying to throw shade at? Like I'm sure it still requires like a bunch of skill and everything. Same thing with the like the range. Out of the fucking way. And now you guys like run away from me. Did that get killed? Even though he was like in the ground? I don't know that could happen. That was weird. It's every day, I guess. I think I can like ignore that damage, but yeah, you can. Favorite room. Get your breath from that, bro. Worst time for my to go away. Two more rooms. supposed to pop up hand arms. That's the whole reason I went over here. It's probably timed or something. What the fuck? It's 0 damage down to 1. Split my minions. No, don't kill him. I'm gonna go back to town and identify those items. It's actually quicker if I just buy Euchre. Instead of taking the free portal. Uh, 25%, 30%. Spirits? Awful. Bind? Awful. That's gonna be it for me today. I gotta check these VODs to see, like, you know, which one, like, ran smoother and everything, and we're gonna upload them to YouTube. And, I will see you sometime.